All right, guys, I have to give you updates on the ICE Gestapo thugs. So first of all, they are still fucking up Minnesota, bro. They are still in Minneapolis. It was a total lie that, oh, they're drawing down and this thing is ending now. It's just not true. They're still ruining people's lives out there. So, classic Trump, like total head fake, total lie, has basically gotten away with it because the media has largely stopped talking about it. But the damage that these people are doing. So here's another thing that very few people are talking about. This is in The Guardian. Conservative Georgia town pushes back against ICE detention center. And Jonathan Cohn says, quote, despite these and other concerns, as of Thursday morning, not a single ICE or Homeland Security official had contacted Taylor, who's the town manager, or anyone else in the local government to talk about such details. So what they're talking about here is there's this like empty warehouse that basically the federal government is like stealing it. They're, yep, this is ours now. So they stole it. They're using it as an ICE concentration camp. They pick up the phone and they call the town manager and they say, hey, turn the water on for our warehouse here. And the town manager goes, excuse you? What? And they go, yeah, turn the water on for this, this warehouse, this concentration camp we just opened up because we need it running. And she goes, I'm not doing that. And they go, why? Why are you not doing that? And she goes, the town is like, it's a very small town. And they're already at the point where, like, their sewage system is maxed out for the number of people they have. ICE is turning this into a concentration camp where they're going to bring in all these innocent people, and they're like, if they were to turn on the water and they were to have a large number of people using the toilets and doing whatever there, the system would fall apart. And she's also like, hold on now, I'm the town manager. All these decisions are supposed to go through me. I didn't fucking greenlight the sale of this warehouse in any way, shape, or form. So there's all these issues now. So now you have this conservative Georgia town, and they're going, we don't want ICE here. They're like, this is fucking crazy. What are you talking about? And so this is what's happening, guys. We told you there's about 23 different concentration camps that are now being built, former warehouses that ICE is now retrofitting into prisons, into concentration camps, and they're trying to round people up and bring them there. The other thing everybody should realize is we're talking about over 80,000 people can be held in these things. We're talking about 23 different concentration camps. Bro, the idea that, oh, we're just going after undocumented immigrants who are violent criminals, that's a lie. That is a total lie. No, it's NSPM 7. They're also going to go after people who dissent. They've gone after undocumented immigrants. They've gone after documented immigrants. They've gone after legal permanent residents. They've gone after green card holders. They've deported American citizen children with cancer. Okay? None of us are safe. None of us are. And again, they're acting in a way that's above the law, where they act and then worry about the consequences later. So this woman is like, I'm supposed to have a say in what you're going to get this warehouse in my town. I have a say. And they're acting like she doesn't, right? So just a horrible, horrible story there. By the way, a floor plan for one of the concentration camps leaked. A floor plan leaked. This is for Social Circle, Georgia. Let me click on this here. So you can see they're creating so many different holding cells, man. It is a disturbing number of people that they could keep here. A disturbing number of people. Also, by the way, there's a certain area that's a gun range. I'll see if I can zoom in. Yeah, you see this right here? 470, gun range, top rightish. They have a gun range here, okay? In so many ways, this violates U.S. law and international law. Their human rights get, totally thrown out when they go here. How many examples have we heard of people needing medicine and they refuse to give them their medicine? And this is what it looks like. And so many people have pointed out, in fact, as I scroll down here, I'm going to show you guys. Right there, boom. You know what this is? The slave ships, when they brought slaves to the United States, the blueprint of the slave ship. So many people are making this point. This person says a map of Auschwitz-Birkenau from 1942. This is where we're at in this country now, man. These are the conversations that we're having. This is what it is. Think about how quick all this happened, how fast the downfall was, and the total destruction of our democracy was, okay? Maybe this will wake some people up. Do not go to the U.S. UK grandmother handcuffed, shackled, forced to sleep on the floor of a locked cell in an ICE detention center for 6 weeks, despite having a valid visa. From The Guardian. ICE agents get paid per detainee, boycott the World Cup. So yet again, a British grandmother legally in the country with a valid visa gets locked up at an ICE concentration camp for 6 fucking weeks. Quote, don't go to the U.S., not with Trump in charge. The UK tourist with a valid visa detained by us for 6 weeks. Karen Newton was in America on the trip of a lifetime when she was shackled, transported, and held for weeks on end. With tourism to the U.S. under increasing strain, she says, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. An old British grandma. I think she's right that you're getting bonuses for the ICE Gestapo thugs per arrest. And so they're just arresting anybody. How many times have you seen videos of somebody getting arrested and they go, hold on, I'm an American citizen. And the ICE Gestapo thug says nothing. Then they say, I can prove it. I have like the proof on me. And they say no, and they go, I don't care. I'm going to lock you up anyway. Think about that. Clearly what's happening there is some colossal incentive that these ICE Gestapo thugs have been given the green light. Hey, you're the secret police. You're the paramilitary. You do what you want to do, but also we will pay you more the more you arrest people. Clearly, Stephen Miller's not only trying to break the deportation record, he's also trying to break the arrest record. And so now you get horror stories like this. Is this the country that we want to be? Is this, by the way, we're going to do a story in a little bit. Tourism in this country, collapsing. Totally fell off a cliff. Totally fell off a cliff. Because nobody wants to come here anymore because shit like this could happen. People go, wow, am I going to show up to the airport and they're going to, knock me out and send me to CCOT in El Salvador where I get raped and tortured? Is that what's going to happen? Because I've seen the horror stories. That does happen to some people. Am I going to end up in a concentration camp, a nice concentration camp? Am I going to get, deathly sick there and then they won't give me the medicine? Am I going to be able to get in front of a judge? Because clearly they try to keep us from getting... You know what they do, guys? They'll arrest you in one state and then take you to a different state. And the person's lawyer will be in the other state. And they don't practice law in the new state they were sent to. Like, they have all these disgusting loopholes that they exploit to try to avoid the law, to try to avoid the Constitution and rights and checks and balances. And nobody talks about this. Nobody talks about this. You're tuning in here. We talk about it. Very few people have brought this up. This truly is a Gestapo network. That's what we're witnessing. The federal judge in West Virginia, where ICE has been pulling over and detaining people on the freeway, are literally screaming about ICE's tactics. Quote, it is an assault on the constitutional order, Judge Goodwin says. A federal judge in fucking West Virginia, one of the most conservative states in the country, is saying that. All pregnant, unaccompanied minors apprehended by ICE are being sent to a shelter in Texas, where Texas's total abortion ban has led to denials and delays in care with deadly consequences. They are as young as 13, and more than half are pregnant due to rape. Jesus Christ, bro. The other thing is, I told you guys, over 4,000 people are missing. 4,000 people are just flat out missing. The other thing is, they have some facilities that are just supposed to be for kids only. This is like Jeffrey Epstein's fucking dream here. Like, you are opening up the door wide open for child trafficking. They've set those conditions on purpose. On purpose. I don't trust these people to protect. They wouldn't even, a 2-month-old baby had bronchitis and was dying, was deathly ill, took him to the hospital, released him, gave the ICE Gestapo thugs the medicine. They didn't give the medicine to the kid. This is what we're talking about. I don't trust these people. They should not have this much control. They should not have it. It is so crazy what we're witnessing here. How about this one? Florida man feels pain of regret voting for Trump after ICE detains his fiancée to deport her back to Cuba. This is another one. Hey, don't say we didn't tell you, bro. Don't say we didn't warn you. All these Venezuelans in this country that are viewed as more right-wing because they escaped Maduro's Venezuela. All these Cubans who came here who are always vote Republican, very right-wing because they hate communism, because they hate, Fidel Castro and Cuba and what it's become. Got all these right-wingers. They come here. A lot of them voted for motherfucking Trump. And now he's still deporting all you motherfuckers anyway. Like it's nothing. He doesn't give a fuck. Remember the story? He deported a guy who opened up a burger place that was like named after Trump. It was called like Trump Burger or something like that. He deported that guy. They are they're so out over their skis. It's like they're trying to do white nationalism, but in the midst of doing the white nationalism, they're also just like, I don't care. Ruin everybody's life while you're at it. Ruin everybody's life. Trump supporter. Are you brown and a Trump supporter? You're definitely cooked. We're definitely going after you then. So it's like white nationalism mixed with like haphazardly going after many of their own people and even British grandmas, like we just discussed. That's how insane the system currently is. Watch this. Here we go.
Please, she does not deserve this. She's the sweetest person and she prayed for you.
Yeah, how many people who've been deported are sweet people? Only about maybe 5% or fewer are undocumented immigrants and violent criminals. So that means like 95% are not violent criminals. They're all probably pretty fucking sweet. There's a lot of them, they all have backstories, they all have family members, they all have friends, they all have detailed lives. But yours is so special. Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucking voted for the guy. How about that?
To President Trump from a South Florida man fearing his life partner could be deported to Cuba at any moment. He reached out to our Christian De La Rosa to share his story and his remorse.
This has been 8 months. I didn't know a man could cry this much. I did not think that this would happen.
Wayne DeMario has been working overtime at a Southwest Miami-Dade guitar shop, trying to distract himself from his pain and regret.
I hate to see her going through this. She's my best friend.
His life partner of nearly 20 years, Yamile Alcantu, originally from Cuba, ICE detained her back in June.
8 months that she's been taken. I call it kidnapped because it basically is.
He says it happened during what they thought was just another immigration check-in.
They grabbed her, put her in shackles and chains.
She'd been checking in annually, as so many do, hoping to fix her status. She lost her legal residency and got a deportation order back in 2008 after a traffic stop.
They go through her purse, and then they dump the purse out, and 3 Xanax pills fall out.
But in those years, he says, they didn't think much of it.
Cuban's not going to get deported, so don't worry about it.
Today, DHS has her listed among the worst of the worst, a criminal arrested for dangerous drugs and possession.
Dangerous drugs and drug possession. She had 3 fucking Xanax pills. We fucking told you. When Trump was in the debate and he said, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, you know he was talking about legal immigrants. He was talking about legal Haitian immigrants. That was one of the signs of, you think I'm going to limit this to undocumented immigrants who are violent criminals? No, I'm going after everybody, bro. I'm going after all you motherfuckers. When they held up mass deportation signs at the RNC, you can't do mass deportations without going after innocent people. Here you fucking go. Here you go. Now you're the worst of the worst, according to him.
Wayne feels it's a slap in the face.
I didn't vote for this, but I definitely voted Republican.
He says both were staunch.
By the way, what did you learn? What did you learn? And that's the thing that frustrates me the most, is like a lot of these people, they'll still fucking vote Republican. They will say, a Republican will do the most depraved, vile shit, total scumbag shit to them, and they'll still go vote for them. This is being uber cucked. You are the ultimate simp cuck. You don't have a functioning brain anymore at this point if you're still voting Republican. You know, they march your wife off to the death camp, right? So will they say, I don't know, I didn't pre-watch this, so we'll learn at the same time, but are one of these going to come out and say, I'm done voting Republican? Are you going to say it? Are you going to say it? Let's see.
Supporters of President Trump.
When you said I didn't vote for this, what did you think you had voted for?
I really thought this was just going to be something organized, but it's obviously not. They just blanket everybody.
Alcantu, calling from her detention facility in Louisiana. She says in her 8 months detained, she has not seen an immigration judge. She stresses she's not a criminal, and her biggest fear, being deported, especially to Cuba.
And now they might deport her to Cuba, where Trump is doing a total medieval siege and not allowing any fuel into Cuba. And so as a result of that, the country is fucking crippled and starving. So he might deport her. He might illegally bring her in, deport her illegally, and then have her starve to death over there. This is what Trump is. Do you get it yet? Do you understand what he is? Do you understand he's a destroyer? That this is what a fascist does? This is what imperialist does? Do you understand that? This isn't about building anybody up. This isn't about creating a better future. This is what fascists do.
Hear a story, hear other stories like this, and say, well, you voted for this.
Yeah, I've heard that from people.
What do you tell those people?
I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was going to happen. This is about human beings. It's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong.
Now. Guys, this is the problem with Republicans, and I'm sure you've all experienced this. It's only when it happens to them specifically do they go, oh, shit, it turns out this is fucked up. Oh, really? Oh, really? It's not like we've been warning everybody. It's like when we talk about Gaza. Hey, look, another story of innocent women and children getting carpet bombed and murdered by Israeli thugs, okay? We bring that up, and they don't care. So many just don't seem to care on the right. They act like, whatever, it's not me. But that's the point, is it could easily fucking be you. It could be any of us. They've now destroyed international law. They've destroyed U.S. law. Now we live in the, might makes right law of the jungle type shit. And none of us are safe. That's the point. And it had to happen to him directly before he realized the humanity of immigrants. There's always been humanity there. You just refuse to see it. Oh my God, bro.
Alcantu's record does have other violations on it, misdemeanors like petty theft dating back to the early 2000s.
Oh, she was cooked. There was no way they were going to let her stay in this country. You kidding me? Some Xanax pills and petty theft? Oh, you're donezo.
DeMario says he has spent his entire life savings on legal fees trying to get her back home. His friends have a fundraiser underway if you'd like to get involved. The link is under this story on our website, local10.com.
I didn't hear him say, I'm done voting Republican. I didn't hear him say, I'm voting Democrat. This is just so crazy to me. This is where it is now. This is where we're at now. But you know what? As I told you guys the other day, Gallup stopped doing presidential favorability polling, and I genuinely think the reason for that is because they had a Trump 28% or 29% poll. And so he actually is hemorrhaging support. He actually is. And we'll see how low he can go. But, you know, this should be a wake-up call. We're talking about concentration camps. We're talking about 40 people dying in ICE Gestapo thug custody. We're talking about going after innocent people relentlessly. We warned you, and now it's here.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.